Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about those laugh out loud moments. Curious to find out, who does this person think they are, pulling off a suicide like that? Or why just walks away, leaving the sheriff pulling his hair out? If this case drags on, there'll be chaos in town. This is not good. Or why is thinking of skipping town? It's a 1 in a million chance for a gene mutation like this. Running into this situation in a small town of 1,000 people, that's just bad luck. To avoid any further trouble, they headed to find the boy that night to take action. Kid, if you can pull off a suicide like that, you've got skills. Owy was ready to beat it. The sheriff was in a tizzy if this drags on. The sheriff begs Owy to autopsy the body for truth. He's stumped just what he needs. Suddenly, a boy halts in the street. To avoid complications, they found the boy's house that night. He woke up at the noise and looked around, finding nothing. In no time at all, Owy emerges from where he was telling everyone to stay calm with his words, yet preparing to take action with his hands. This logic is laughably flawed. Come on, buddy. No more stories. This isn't a story, though the kids don't believe it. Owy shot the boy a glare, thinking this wasn't over yet. The next day, Owy helps his assistant move, thinking it'll be just another day, but he ends up running into the jerk boyfriend of his assistant. That jerk yelled at Owy to go. Persuaded by his assistant, Owy left, but grew angrier as he thought about it. He decided to teach that guy a lesson, only to find his assistant bullied on return. Owy fumed. Owy had immense strength, able to overpower with one hand. His assistant persuaded him to spare him, fearing trouble. Owy didn't realize his mindset had changed. Nearly 4 months on Earth, he felt this cold-hearted. Space lacks warmth, but Earth has it. His urgent task is to deal with the boy who sees him. This alien and the Earth kid just met, and they both want the other gone. The kid plastered the streets with wanted posters for the alien's head. But in town, only he sees Owy as an alien, others see him normal. What a tragedy. Months ago, he was sent to sabotage Earth, but got struck by lightning before landing. Posing as Owy, he laid low, and everything was smooth until now. Until a kid sees his real face, he can't stay. With time running out, he flipped through assassination manuals. Despite Owy's obscure identity, he couldn't find a fitting method. He thought, why not change his identity and still bring doom to... But then he recalled how difficult it was when he first became human. He practiced smiling at the mirror until his face muscles twitched. What a struggle. He even had to learn to use a cup, smashing over 1,000 glasses in the process. Suddenly, he got a brilliant idea and called, "Tell him you saw an alien leave with you, as then the task's a breeze." But the kid easily saw through his disguise, and afterwards, he got roasted, total loss of face. Enraged, Owy's voice changed, and he ended up in a shouting match with the kid. This can't continue, so he went to a bar to unwind, and the bar owner gave him a light bulb moment. To deal with him, create an accident like this happy family after shopping. The little boy was doing his homework, while the husband was preparing a feast for dinner. Just thinking about it made him grin from ear to ear. Without delay, he surveyed the drain at night, thinking the kid would be doomed if he came down here. He silently snuck into their yard and deftly cut the boy's brake lines. The next day, Owy apologized to the sheriff for his son's supposed death, secretly overjoyed. But surprise! The kid only had a scrape. So then, he thought he'd use anesthesia as a hush fee. But this kid wasn't buying it at all. So Owy made him endure while he stitched up the wound, using some sneaky tactics. After this round, Owy suffered a crushing defeat, but the kid didn't fare much better, as he kept insisting he could see aliens. Over time, the kid became the class liar, bullied by peers. His mom sought Owy. As the town's sole doctor, she sought his view, but he replied, "Stay away. Whatever happens, leaving here means there are no aliens left on Earth." Meanwhile, strange things started happening in the town, as Ski slipped while climbing. Somehow he survived, but hung in the air motionless. Days later, a rescue team arrived at the cliff to find the man's body. The cause of death was prolonged suspension. Beside him, 2 frozen hawks. Elsewhere, an old man fishing in the lake found Owy's body. If police find it, Owy's alien identity will be exposed. He's really running out of time. This is the most unreliable doctor I've ever seen. He glanced at a patient and diagnosed them immediately. Just then, a nurse walked over. Turns out had grabbed the wrong medical record. The doctor quickly checked, then dove back into the patient's file. But he still had no solution, so he turned to the internet only to accidentally snap a photo. To prove he wasn't lying, he hurriedly staged another photo. Turned out, this doctor couldn't treat illnesses. He was just a stranded alien on Earth. Owy's corpse was found too. It looks like he's in big trouble. The news spread quickly around town. Upon hearing the news, he was panicking. The sheriff proposed DNA testing to identify the victim. It matched his foot. Besides the right size, the texture matched too. Now the sheriff wants a skin sample for testing. It turns out that apart from the newborns, everyone else's DNA in the town is recorded. Upon hearing this, Orwai instantly came up with an idea. He lied about the kid needing surgery who had just visited him.